Oh, flip, man. So I'm actually sick while I record this. I wasn't meant to be sick while I record this. 'Cause I actually wasn't. Greetings everyone and welcome to my amazing class full of amazing students. Now if you've been in the Asym scene like at all these past few days, you would have seen a video with this title right here. It'll be changing fonts and glowing on screen right now. Now, first of all, I don't mean this video in any negative light or a hint of malicious intent. I'm just here to break down the Pillar Chase 2 segment in particular and point out the flaws in what he said, and just to help him understand the game more, as it's incredibly clear. Papo doesn't exactly understand Pillar Chase 2 the best, or is the best Pillar Chase 2 player. Again, I don't mean this in any malicious intent, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Papo's takes. So I think the fairest way to go about this is just to watch over his Pillar Chase 2 segment of the video while it's at like 1.5 speed or something, and interject to give my thoughts. So I'm gonna do that.
What do you even say about Pillar Chase 2? I'm being serious. What do you say about this game?
You could say Pillar Chase 2 is super awesome, dude. It's super awesome and cool. And there's so many quirky characters you can play as. Like Marvin X and EXE, Esprit Trap. Actually, you can't play Esprit Trap. I'm Jeff the Killer.
It was the blueprint for a majority of today's asymmetrical horror games, which isn't a good thing. If the base isn't good, what comes after won't be any better.
I actually do disagree with this a teensy bit, because as a lot of games are like, oh, we're inspired by Pillar Chase 2. All of the bigger asyms that are out now don't really follow Pillar Chase 2's formula like at all, of the monster being the main power role, with these games giving you the ability to either, stun the monster, and in some cases even straight up kill this. It's really rare though, like it's not gonna happen a lot, man.
Pillar Chase 2 is either absurd bullshit or abysmal dogshit with no in between.
Oh golly gee, such cruel words. What could have made Papo think this?
It's heavily killer-sided. The fun of the game comes from being a big, strong monster that can do as it pleases, ripping people apart for
god, man. Oh god, Papo. This is honestly massive self-report from yourself, man. Now, before I say anything, I do have to say, Pillar Chase 2 is meant to favor the monster, but myself and the majority of the community still say the game is survivor-sided, and I'll get into that right now. You could just run away, man. This counters a good chunk of the cast, and if you're just aware of your surroundings and have an ear out, you're not really gonna be caught by anyone. As the monsters, big, monsters, like scary beasts, are very loud. And even if you do get caught, knowing your location, the majority of the time, you're just gonna get a head start and win the stamina off. And to favor survivors even a little bit more, we have upgrades, which get you out of chases with just how they function, how the majority of them function. You're winning the chases. It's like simple as, I have made a graph. Put this graph on screen immediately. Where it's wall killers you need basic stamina management to win chase with. Or you need, an upgrade is advised. And you don't even need them. You can still survive a lot of rounds with one upgrade. One good upgrade is winning you the majority of chases. But I trust dear Papo. I'm gonna hear him out on this next segment. I'm gonna hear him out.
That's it. There's no skill required. If you're playing one of the good killers, just spam abilities until you win.
Papo, have you ever actually won a last man standing? Because I refuse to believe you're actually winning games after saying shit like this. Getting to last man standing and the last survivor living does not qualify as a win, you silly rotten boy. I'm gonna rewatch it, obviously. I didn't see a single monster win screen in this video, so I'm inclined to believe you're not a winner in the slightest. But again, I trust you. I trust Papalicious. Let's continue the video a little bit more.
Film. Unless the plot demands it, you won't stand a chance. The only real way to survive a round is by sitting in the corner of a map and doing nothing.
Oh my god. Oh my. Papo, I'm going to be completely serious when I say this. That is 100% on you, dude. 100%. If you have a fully formed frontal lobe, you are surviving most of your games by looping alone. But I'm still gonna listen to the rest, because I'm so kind, and I'm so sweet, and I'm so nice, I'm so amazing.
And with the hitboxes pretty much being non-existent, if you get into a chase, don't bother trying to loop the killer. You will die no matter what.
I'm not starting this shit again, dude. Pick decent upgrades and stamina manage. Now, this next segment is Papo's actual survivor gameplay. So I'm going to slow it down and try and decipher what he's like genuinely doing.
I still don't know what happened.
Oh! So we start the clip, and you could hear weird yellow smiling thing. One of the loudest monsters in the game, mind you, using his frenzy ability, which makes him even louder, but it makes him a bigger threat. Let's see how Papa reacts to this. A, he's staring at the fucking floor. B, he's not paying any mind to the monster's growling coming right to him. C, he runs straight into the balls, shot from the killer. And that is it. You have the reaction time of a dying tuna. You see him enter the door. Well, barely, because you're staring at the ground for some reason. And you see him charge up. You see him fling his body back to shoot these balls, which has a massive audio cue, by the way. You hear this from across the map most of the time. That is how loud Weird Yellow Smiling Thing actually is. Just to put into perspective. You run into the trajectory of the bouncing balls of doom being shot from the killer. And then you're using Rewind and Taskmaster. Now, Rewind isn't a bad upgrade in the slightest. I'm not calling it a bad upgrade. I'm just saying. Maybe try and use the ability at some point. You know, you can get an insane amount of distance, wait until the killer catches up to you, use Rewind. You're getting sent just back. And then you act confused at the end of this segment after doing that. that baloney. I would actually just rather use that to sum up my thoughts than to actually like go into like detail, because I have no idea what he's trying to do. I'm so serious. I have no idea what he's trying to do in the slide.
I still don't know what happened.
After all that, he talks about how the game looks, which I don't really care about, as that is entirely opinion based. And it would just be like rude to just insult him to his face. Although when he does talk about objectives, he doesn't really say how completing them shortens the timer by a sizable amount. But even after that, he talks about monetization, which again, I'm not gonna like talk about, because even if the game's monetized, I don't care. They're changing some of the character designs. Again, it just means I'll have to wait a bit longer until I can play them again. But he does bring up his abysmal take of killers being unbalanced. Like, yeah, dude, it's the fucking power roll. And it still is not as strong as it sounds. Although those are my thoughts on the Pillar Chase 2 segment of the now unlisted Popo video. Because he's making a sequel, which I hope changes a lot of the things he said. Again, no hate or any ill will to him. Just seeing my old decrepit, ancient PC2 grandfather get lied about didn't sit right with me at all. In the slightest. Subscribe please, and like please, and I'm sick please, and watch the PV videos. I'm making a PVZ video, actually. I'm just gonna say it at the very end about the party characters. I'm gonna like dive into the party characters, explain all the stuff about them, about how they're not bad characters by any means, but I'll say it for the video. Please and like and subscribe and follow and like. Yeah, thank you, man. And Shadow, thanks for thumbnail. You see, I'm so kind.